Are you ready to go live?
You're ready. Yo, I can tell you one thing. I bet you don't got this color.
No, I don't have that color.
Right. Let's go.
Don't
Bong.
do that.
Let's catch
Don't do that.
wreck.
Hold on. Don't do. I gotta make
Yo,
sure.
tell a
You
friend.
ain't got
No,
this
no, no.
one.
Tell a friend to
You
tell a
ain't got
friend.
this. You
Tap
ain't got
in. It's
this.
gonna be
You don't
crazy
have this.
tonight.
Hold on. You don't have this.
Yeah, but I said it first.
Nah, you ain't
Ray
got
J
this.
type shit. I
Look,
said
look,
it
look.
first. No, I said it first.
I'm
Ray
not
J
even
type
fucking
shit.
with you. All right, man. Let's start the show because you wilding already. Already.
Let's go.
Everything conceivable.
Turn that shit up, bitch. Big face beats. MJ shit though, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in the studio with the RecBoys though. It's showtime.
They the hottest DJ
We're
out
ready to let the
here.
horns go, right? Okay, look. I try to tell them nobody do it like these guys, so I'll explain it with La Sicaria. Two languages so y'all can get hit both ways.
Hit for the heat.
So we don't care if you throw shade. The RecBoys got it locked again. I'm talking the hottest guests, independent artists to the executive gems.
En la calle con el show número uno.
Juno.
Poniendo la presión como el chulo de los miércoles.
That's every Wednesday at 7. We're independent from past to present to future. Don't let me lose you. The show is
You
fire.
can't wreck o get wreck. El mundo se prepare. Estamos internacional, nadie que se compare.
And they throw you the trivia, so you gotta be sharp. Chris think he know it all, so beat him and you quiet as
En
bar.
las estaciones FM, YouTube and Facebook Live. Yeah, DJ Shot and Mr. Cat Track. Thank you for watching.
RecBoys.
Request AKA Catch Wreck.
And DJ RecBoy Shaq.
So, RecBoys? Nigga, I love you. You in my heart every day, motherfucker.
RecBoys.
The RecBoys. I'm tapping with my guys, the RecBoys. You should tap in too.
In the studio, we're catching wreck.
What's shaking, my peoples? You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Wreck. We are the RecBoys, and this is In the Studio with the RecBoys. Happy Hump Day. Hope everybody is enjoying their week so far. Made it through the week so far. 2 more days to the weekend. What up, homie? How you feeling?
Oh man, you already know, man. Blessed, glad to be here. What happened? I ain't gonna talk no shit. All that shit happened. Nigga, I had to check that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
But now you
be good,
blessed,
right?
man. Happy to be back. You
Nice,
know what I mean?
Nice. That's a nice color shirt.
Good.
I'm just saying. It's a nice color shirt, just to let the people know. Mr. Catch Wreck has on that nice color shirt.
Yeah, y'all
I
go
don't
check
know
out
how.
the start of the show. There's always some
Yo,
bloopers.
Vanessa, what up?
There's always some bloopers at the start of the show, like before we even get to go live. So y'all go check it out. You know what I mean? That shit is funny. But what's good, man?
Same old. It looks like our guest might have tapped out. I don't know if she turned off her camera or what, but hopefully she hears us, turns it back on. That way I know she's ready and we can bring it in. But I'm in Rashida, me too. I don't know where she's coming up with these colors. DJ Big Tab, what up?
Me too.
Chris got that Florida color on. I guess so. Yeah, that might be that Florida Marlin is green. I don't know.
Nah, it ain't that. It's crazy. Like a bluish green. It's crazy.
That's a nice color. You know, we just had the Puerto Rican Day Parade Wednesday. I mean,
yeah,
Sunday.
I was gonna wear that shirt too, because you know we just had a couple made when we went out on that cruise. You know what I mean. So I was gonna wear that tonight.
Nice.
But you know, I had this, so I'm like, I know Shot ain't got this, so I had to come on here tonight because I finally got something that Shot ain't got. So it was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying?
And I kind of knew this nigga was gonna stun on me. That's why I premiered my shirt tonight. I knew this nigga was gonna try to stunt. I knew somehow, some way, I was gonna catch this nigga, and I caught him. He jumped right out, and I was right there to bing, bing, bing. You know how Kendrick Lamar dropped the joint right after Drake dropped? That's how I was like, yo, oh yeah, you got a color? Well, check this out. I got the Kilo K to all my Dominicanos. You already know, right? You laughing at how I say it? You you ain't got one, my nigga?
Both.
Right.
Oh,
right. Look.
Oh,
I got the fifth joint, nigga. Don't even. I got the C on the back of that. Ooh, nice and crisp. Yo, hit us up. We got them. We got them in all different colors too. Vanessa's in the building. Rashida's in the building. DJ Big Travis.
Nah, Rashida, that's a fact. We don't got it in the backyard. We got it in the shop. I got it in the shop. I got it in the studio. That's a fact.
Yo,
but yo, I'm excited. I'm excited about tonight, man. We got Harlem Nai in the building tonight. You know what I mean? Grinder, hustler, entertainment company owner. You know what I mean? Manager. Like she does a lot. Like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Plus living her personal life besides the business. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
it was dope. She actually manages Kenzo King. So that's you know what I mean?
Nice, nice. So then she gonna make sure Kenzo
Oh,
King gets on his job for that wrap up. Go ahead. You call this thing is taking a call during the show. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take over real quick. Harlem Nai, I got you. I got you. Don't even worry about it. I got you. I'm gonna let Chris handle do what he gotta do. But did you guys see the BET Awards? Let's talk about it. Did you guys enjoy them? Actually, you know what? Let's bring Harlem Nai in here until Chris gets ready. How you doing?
Hey y'all. Hey
Nice, nice.
everybody.
Yo, listen, I usually don't do this. It's always Batman and Robin, Superman and Batman over here. So,
I get
but
it.
Chris, yeah, Chris looks like he's a little busy right now. But
I
real quick,
get it.
let everybody know who you are and why we got you here, baby girl. Let's go.
Hey everybody. So my name is Harlem Nai and I'm from Harlem. Obviously, that's where I got the name from. And I own an entertainment company and I'm also a manager, a mom, a hard worker, and just a superhero to most people. So
Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna jump right into it. Chris has all the technical questions. I try to get into it. I ask the questions that we got some people in here and they probably want to know. You know, your entertainment company owner.
yes.
So that means you from Harlem. Is it? I'm jump right in. You ready? You ready?
Ready? I'm ready. I can't hear you. It's
Okay,
breaking
okay.
up.
But oh, okay. You hear me now? You hear me now? We good?
Yes, we here. I'm good.
Okay, okay, okay. Is the stigma about Harlem chicks true?
Mm.
And you know if you know which one I'm talking, what Harlem stigma I'm talking about. No, I want to jump right into it. I want to jump right into it because you know I'm mid 40s. I'm trying to figure out you
I'm
know
42, so
okay so right
I'm 41, so I'm up there.
okay so being of that age, is it a myth or is it for real, like it's just something just bred.
Um, I don't know. Everybody with Harlem girls, everybody just feel like we so stuck up, and like I don't know. They just conceive us to be like bougie and stuff, and like hard to get along with and stuff like that. But I don't consider myself that, being from Harlem. I'm just a regular girl, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just from a place, you know what I'm saying? And I don't everybody's different. I just look at it like that. Everybody's different. I'm just a girl from Harlem. I grew up there. So of course, growing up in different cities and states and stuff is different. But I grew up with different type of morals, different type of, because it was different growing up in Harlem. It's not easy growing up there. So they say that about us. We got attitudes. Harlem girls
Okay,
is
I'm
hard to
just
get
saying.
trusted.
All right, so you all right. So that we all on the same. My whole thing is I don't I think women all over the world have a certain thing about them because of where they're from. Um, I think it's great. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't. How can I put it? There's people going through all of this situation, right?
Mhm.
And it always comes back to, well, they're from here or they're from there,
And,
and
and
I'm
I
like,
hate
yeah,
that. And I hate that because it's not about where you from. It's just about how you was raised, and who, your family, your background. That's the type of things that matter. I don't believe that being from a certain place, you're a certain way. No, it's just how you're raised. I lived in Harlem, grew up there, born there, raised there, and I moved out here to give a better life for my kids. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get them out from where
right,
I was growing up and the things I had to see. So, and I've been here, for like 17 years. I go back to Harlem whenever I want. I'm it's like I never left, you know. I just live an hour and 30 minutes away. So it's not about where you're from. When I go home, I still get the same love, same respect. You know, I just wanted to live in a place where my kids could be raised and you know they don't have to worry about certain things because growing up in New York is hard. You know, believe it or not, everybody's in competition with how you dress and you know the things you have. And I think it's a big competition out there, you know, and I had to grow up going to school like that, you know, and it's hard for the kids going to school out there because you know they want to have you know what other kids got, the purple jeans, the Prada sneakers and all of this, and some parents can't afford that, you know. So I wanted to move somewhere where it's not like that here. Like the kids, they want to have a car at 18. They're not worrying about the newest Jordans and things like that. They're worrying about having a new car. They're worrying about building their credit and things like that. So you know, I mean, not everybody, but that's why I wanted to raise my kids in a place where it's not about competition, you know, it's about hard work.
Nice, nice, nice. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that insight because Harlem girls, they get that stigma, and it's like I said, I think women all over in different places have a thing about them that just makes them unique. You get what I'm saying? So hey, it's I'm cool with it. Go ahead, Chris. I know you want to jump in.
Yeah,
You got
where
it.
I'm from though. I'm proud from where I'm from. I'm from
I
Wagner
know,
Province.
as you Harlem girls are. Harlem stand up. The
Yeah,
Harlem
shout out to
Bronx.
Wagner.
Yeah,
Shout out
see,
to
see, there
Neat.
go the Harlem coming out of her.
Everybody
There
over
go the
there.
Harlem coming out of her right now. That upstate shit went right out the window. She started shouting out blocks, shouting
Right,
out
right.
hoods and everything.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
no. I go home. I go home. You know, some
Nice.
so
people move, they don't go home, but I go home.
I know
right,
Chris
right.
doesn't want to come home no more.
Yeah,
He
I ain't
get
going back
home.
over there.
He
I
Not
get
in
don't
the
blame
real
winter.
you,
quick.
Chris.
Not
I
in
No,
the
don't
don't do
blame
winter.
you.
that. Don't
Not
do
in the
that. You
winter.
starting
Yeah,
over
not
the
in the
back.
winter.
No. Don't do that.
Listen,
Home is home. You can go home.
nah. Yeah, not in the winter. I go home, not in the winter though.
You
You
can.
know what I'm
You might
saying? If
not
it's
be able
not
to come
70
back home.
plus, I'm
You
not.
might not
Yeah,
be able to come back
oh,
home. Brooklyn
Yeah,
is
why would
okay.
I go to the
no
cold?
because
Why
Brooklyn.
would I go to the cold? It
Right,
don't make
right,
sense.
man. So
Listen,
you talk about competition, right? How,
Yes.
with the way the industry is, what makes you say, "Yo, I want to go start Infinity Entertainment"? Then
Well, honestly, this kind of like fell on my lap. I didn't want to start anything. This wasn't a dream for me. I wasn't a kid that dreamed about starting an entertainment company or being a manager. I started off really podcasting. I got with my boy Jamie O. He had a studio out in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, and he just seen me grow up. I knew him for so many years, so he seen like my hustle, my ambition. He seen that I was very popular. So he seen it in me. So he's like, "Yo, and I wanted to do some domestic violence because I have an organization for domestic violence as well. So on the domestic run is my organization. So that's what I was doing. I was only focused on domestic violence and helping victims and survivors of domestic violence because I was a survivor of domestic violence. So that was my only niche. I started podcasting with that, and then I was just full of ideas and things just started coming to me, opportunities. And I had Kenzo King come on my podcast one day. I had we on Artist Spotlight. He ended up coming and he killed the freestyles, and I was like, this guy is dope. And we just connected from there, being friends, doing the podcast. And then you know he had a manager at the time, and I didn't want to manage, but whatever happened with that, I said I'm gonna step in. I'm not gonna sit there. I'm gonna learn this. So I've been learning. I listen. If you want to learn something, you're gonna learn it, and you want to
absolutely
do
right.
something, you're gonna do it. So that's how all of this came about. But it wasn't something I dreamed of. More so was on the domestic run. That was my passion, and that's my baby. And I'm trying to grow that, but I learned that I have to do one thing at a time. So since I'm so deep into like the music and the industry with Kenzo, I felt like, all right, let me put a team together, build Infinity, let them run Infinity, and then I could go on to do my domestic violence podcast. I also own a battle league and I haven't did anything with that. So y'all be seeing me in the future, with my battle league and everything, because it's already, the paperwork, everything is done. I just haven't got to put in the work into it yet.
Okay.
So
All right. Yeah. I see Chris's face. Yeah. So you own the Battle League and you're from Harlem, right? Now check this
yes,
out, right? Um, Question number one: who's your favorite Harlem rapper of all time?
my favorite Harlem what? I'm sorry,
Rapper of
I didn't
all
hear you.
time. Favorite Harlem rapper of all time. Your favorite.
Mm,
Yeah, let's go.
dang,
Yeah,
son. That was
yeah.
that's gonna be a little difficult, but mm, I'm gonna go with Cam. I'm gonna go with Cam. I'm gonna give it to Cam. I'm
Interesting.
gonna give it to Cam.
Interesting.
I'm gonna go with Cam.
Okay. Nah, that's killer.
I
I
got a
fucks
lot
with
of
Kim.
them, Davies, Jim. Like I like all of them.
Wow, that was my next question.
Oh,
That was my next question.
He
sorry,
hit the buzzer on you, Harlem.
Yeah,
Nai.
yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
yeah. Is Jim Jones from Harlem?
Oh shit. You a fool.
You trying to get me knocked
No,
out
no,
the
no, no. All right, all right, all right, all
industry?
right, all right, all right, all right. I'm just messing
Yo.
around. I'm just messing
Shout out
around.
to
Oh
Jim.
Shout out, yo,
shit.
listen. Shout out to Dice Peso. Shout out to Jim Jones.
No,
Thank
shout
you,
out to
motherfucker.
Jim. And
Oh
King Streets and
man.
all of them. Honestly, when I just started filming like my podcast and just, getting in, I have reached out to King Streets, and I asked him to be on the podcast. And I was so surprised how humble he was, because, a lot of artists in the mainstream position, they don't be wanting to do podcasts with people that just starting and stuff. And he brought me down. He was doing a video with Millie's and Dice Peso. So he brought me down. He gave me access to the video to get content for that, and then he took me to the studio, Jim Jones studio, to film my podcast, because he didn't come up here to the studio, so I went down there to him, and he showed me mad love and just respectful, humble. So shout out to them, definitely giving me a chance when I just started.
Shout
No,
out to
it,
shout out to
yeah,
Bird Gang. Shout out to Bird Gang. The
yeah.
whole Bird Gang.
Shout
Dice
out to
Peso,
them.
you owe me an interview. I'm gonna take
Sometimes,
the time right
sometimes
now.
it's not
Guys,
what
give
you
that
know.
man an interview.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, because he stood me up one time, and then we ended up knowing
He's a
mutual
busy
people.
guy. He's a busy guy.
Yeah,
He
I know.
he
Me
he
too.
moving.
Me too. Me too.
I
I
know, I
know.
know. But
Yeah.
artists, they moving around. He's shaking and baking, trying
No,
to
I get to it.
stay consistent. And I respect it. I respect the consistency and everything. So definitely
But
shout out to
that's the
them.
dope show. That's the dope shit about this show. You could do it in the whip. You could be doing what it like. We had plenty of people on the run doing called like I don't want to do the name job, but mad at them was doing other shit. But what I wanted to say is sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. You know what I mean? Like I tell people all the time, your network could
People
equal
don't
your net
understand
worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people gotta like the this internet is a beautiful thing. It lets you be able to communicate with people all over the world. But at some point, you got to put that into action, and the action is actually going outside and meeting people and building a network in your own community. You know what I mean? Because eventually, over time, you learn that this industry is kind of small, and as long as you know certain individuals who are moving and shaking, you could pretty much get to who you want to get to. You know what I mean? So it's actually
that.
getting out here and going outside.
And that was very important for me. So how this fell on my lap, because I was one of those girls that I raised my kids. My daughter's 22 years old, my son is 19. So once my kids got older, my baby, she's 11, but her daddy's full involved. So I was able to be outside more, you know what I'm saying? Because my kids was grown now, and it gave me an opportunity to be places and put myself in certain rooms. And also, you have to be in that position, because you gotta, when you come out, you gotta sit with the people in order to get over there. You gotta pay to play. You gotta spend that money for them bottles to get that VIP. You gotta do those things to get next to people, or else you're gonna be over there. So, I was outside. I really put in the work for, a few years, just being around. And also, like you said, getting to know the community, people in the community, doing certain things, and that's how you grow. Because the internet is great, like I said, it's a beautiful thing, but you have to know people. You have to you have to be able to get in certain rooms. You have to be believable to people, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta, like, I had made a post the other day. I had asked one of my closest friends, he manages a mainstream artist, and I'm not gonna say the person's name, but he manages a mainstream artist. So when I first started, I came to him just like I came to King Streets, and I said to him, I said, yo, I want to put such and such on my podcast because I'm trying to get my network up. So he said some of the realest things to me. And at that time, I didn't understand business. I had to learn business. But at that time, I'm like, yo, this joker think he better than me. But this is my friend. But I'm like, oh, people got their head up their butts around here. I'm like, we friends.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I learned from him and that he taught me was, listen, this is the industry and there's no friendship passes here. You understand? You have to put in the work. You understand?
Not only that, is the presentation too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's how it's said to them. Yo, I'm trying to. No, I'm not trying. This is what I'm doing. This, you know what I mean? Like the presentation of everything means a lot too. Like there've been a lot of
Yes.
conversations that I had with people where I did, yo, I'm trying, or yo, we working on, and it was a joke. You know what I mean? And then when the conversation changed, where I realized that the traction was there, we realized the traction was there. Now the talks is different. Yo, listen, we're not trying to do. When we come to this venue, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we want. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to put in the work. You like he told me. He said, Harlem, you got to put in the work. You can't just say, oh, you want to get him on the podcast to get your thing lit. No, put in the work. Let's see what you about. And that just gave me the motivation to say, you know what? Now I gotta show up and show out. So then I created, more platforms. I started being outside more. I started doing showcases, concerts, and then I started Infinity. Infinity consists of showcases, podcasts, management, artist development, and we getting into tours. Just hire somebody who did a couple of tours. So we're gonna learn how to do these tours and put some tours together for the artists. And right now what I'm trying to create on social media is like for Infinity to be known for everything. Magazine, radio, podcasting, showcasing, I just want to be a one-stop shop type thing. And that's what I'm trying to build right now, and I'm going to build it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to build. And no matter how long it takes, and sometimes it takes a long time because there be some distractions sometimes, because of life, your personal life, you got to work, you got kids, and things happen. So, but you don't let nothing stop you. You just keep going, no matter what, you got to stay consistent.
Nah, absolutely right. How is it though when you like you're a female in this? I know it's very, very, very difficult because it's difficult for guys to get on, but to be a female and to get on and or to jump into a field where it's heavily male dominated and it's very sexist. What is like?
I'm
How are
glad
you
you brought
weaving
this
through?
up. I'm glad you brought that up. It's really difficult. It's really difficult being a woman in this industry. And then you have men that are on higher levels. And, sometimes what they'll call it, you got to sell your soul or do certain things. See, me, I'm the type of person that I stand on respect for myself. So me, I don't care about the opportunity. I don't care how big it is. I don't care if it could change my whole life, my whole family life. I have morals, and I stand on that. So when I step in some rooms, they know that already because of my aura and how I'm coming. So they see
Right.
me. She not the one that's gonna do this for this. So I'm not even gonna play with her like that. I've been around females that had to do certain things, or things that they didn't want to do, or listen, they out there for studio time, for photo shoots. They gonna get, they gonna, hey, what you gonna do for that? So it just depends on your morals, your standards, and your boundaries for yourself. And I'm just a respectful woman. I have two daughters, and I just want them to know that regardless of what what, you know, you don't have to sell yourself short for opportunity, you know. So if they don't give you the opportunity, you go create it.
Dope. No, that's dope. Salute to Quay for them stars. Salute. But how do you build that resilience though? You know, I know you from Harlem, and I know everybody from New York in general just has that. It's crazy because I hear everybody say, "Yo, wherever they're from is where they say." You hear this all the time. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. But being from New York and being somebody who has lived in a couple different states, different places, you know what I mean? Like, really, I really cold hardly believe if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. You know what I mean? So how do you build that resilience up to be like, yo, look, you said you had some trauma. You know what I mean? Which is why you started your foundation. How do you build that resilience up to get up every day and show those kids that you have, those beautiful kids that you have, like, yo, listen, we got to keep moving regardless of whatever is happened yesterday.
Well, you know, for me, my kids, they went through a lot because, like I said, I was a victim of domestic violence. Their dad, you know, attacked me, and I end up having to leave New York City. I didn't have to leave. I could have got my family involved. I could have got the police involved. I could have did any of those things. I chose not to because that's still their dad. At the end of the day, I kindly just picked up and moved to the state of Pennsylvania by myself, no family, nobody, just me and my kids. And I moved here, and I say this story to everybody all the time. I moved here with first month's rent and security, with no job lined up, no way of knowing how I was gonna make it, no car, no resources. Okay, I moved here because I was out here when I was a little younger, and when I came, I grew up around big buildings, projects, and tenement buildings. So when I came here as a younger girl, I was just so amazed at the nice grass and the things we don't really see in Harlem or the Bronx. We see garbage on the floor and stuff like that, rats running around. So I was just so amazed at the green grass and the nice houses. And that just stuck with me. So then when I had my kids and that happened, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna move back to Pennsylvania because I've been there. It's nice. And I tell you, that's why I tell people, a lot of people got to understand, maybe because a lot of people don't know people's struggles or where they came from. So they might see somebody driving a nice car or have a nice house or dress nice. So they look at the person like, oh, you don't know what that person had to go through to get to that point. You understand? I moved to the state of Pennsylvania with nothing, with faith in God. And I'm blessed to have raised my daughter who has graduated high school out here, my son who has graduated. It wasn't an easy transition, but God, made a way for me to do that. He kept me strong. All my family still live in New York. I still live out here by myself. I don't have anybody out here that I can't go drive 10 minutes away to my cousin or aunt's house or nothing like that. My family live in New York City. I go see them. But it's about mindset. It's about having a strong mind. It's about being able to adapt to any environment. And that's how you determine who are the strong people and who are the weak ones. When you're able to adapt and get through everything that life throws at you.
Um, yeah, yeah. It's you're you're an inspiration. So whatever you got going on, don't stop, because there's a lot of me and Chris's out
Mhm.
here trying to do this, and it's rough for us. So for you to be out here doing it, on a minority female doing it, it's like super duper rough, and I'm glad that we got you on the show.
Thank you.
I want to sit down and really
I want
talk
to say
more.
something to you guys real quick, all right?
Go ahead, go
You
ahead, go
have
ahead.
a lot of backlash because I'm on your show right now. You know how many people ask me, and I didn't deny, but I'm very busy. And not only that, I don't like being the center of attention. I don't like to be on podcasts. Kenzo King would tell you, like every time somebody call me for a podcast, I be behind closed doors, like, why they want me? And he'd be like, because you're a businesswoman and you're gonna have to do this. But I'm just the type of person that I like to work. There's people that didn't even know I own Infinity Entertainment. There's people that don't even know I own On the Domestic Run or Battle League, because I don't want to be the center of attention. I want to be the hard worker in the back. just getting things done. I don't care for the, for being attention or anything like that. I
Well,
barely even post myself.
well. Listen. Sometimes it's your perception of it because you're really helping somebody by letting them know.
Right.
Because a lot of people may see you on a service and not know that they may think that you're superficial.
Yeah,
They may not know that you have the power, that you run a label, that you manage great artists, that
That you
you
willing
help
to
out.
help. Yeah, that you
Yeah,
willing to
help
help.
out.
Like,
Yeah, just people that you don't know who just been in the same situation.
mhm.
So sometimes it's how we look at things.
hmm,
You get what I'm saying? My business partner, he struggled with the same thing where it's like, yo, I don't want to be known. I want to sit in the back. I want to play the cut. Like I don't want the attention.
that's me.
And it's really not like, yeah, but that attention or people knowing that that's you could change somebody's life, especially when you're in the field of helping people. When you help people out, like because you look like you just help people out of the kindness of your heart, and
It
then
ties
when
into that. It ties into that network part, right? Because once they know it's you, now it's a different perception of how they have that conversation with somebody.
Well, my job, I also work a 9 to 5 like everybody else as well.
Mhm.
And my job, I take care of a patient that I've been working with for 2 years, and I work privately for him in his home. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's my nature, to make sure that I'm taking care of people. I feel like God put me on this earth to nurture and take care of others, but I also be needing that too sometimes. I need somebody to take care of me. I need people to take care of me too, because I'm strong, but a lot of people, they don't understand. They don't. A lot of people can't. Leadership is hard.
Talk
Everybody
about
can't
it.
be a leader. Everybody can't get 10 people to be on the same accord. You understand? Everybody can't do that. Leadership is hard. Leadership is not easy. To build a company, get 10 people and say, come on, let's build this up. If that's the case, everybody will have a big team and everybody will have a team. So sometimes you got a team and then you sometimes whatever you just keep going. But leadership is hard. A lot of people don't have leadership. A lot of people need to be with somebody that have leadership and can show them. And then there's people that have leadership, or there's some people that understand, like me, that you cannot do everything alone, even if you a leader. You
That's a
cannot do it
fact. Yeah.
alone. That's why when I started this company, I knew that I will have to get people to hire and be with me, but not hire because they don't work for me. I will have to get partners. You understand?
Mhm.
And when you get partners and they put their all into the company, this is not just your company anymore. This is your company because y'all put all the work in. And I don't go into no situation with bad intentions. So I'm always, telling everybody that infinity, like this is ours, this is not just mine. Now on the domestic run, that's mine. That's my
No,
baby.
absolutely. And when
Shot.
you said
Who
that,
she? Who she sound like though?
she
When she
sounded
said
like
that,
the female version of you. I was just about to
right?
say, like, you're the female version of my business
Everything
partner.
you saying is what I say,
Yeah,
man.
Yo,
Numbers
I
is
don't play with
numbers,
significant
my
man.
years.
domestic run. That's close to my heart. I experienced a lot. My kids went through a lot, and I wanted to help people because when I was going through it, I was just blessed that I was strong minded. And a lot of it probably was because I was raised in Harlem and I went through a lot of stuff. And I was, lucky I was strong minded because another person in my situation, my baby dad broke my nose. I didn't even have a bridge. Okay. This was like broken. I went to the hospital. He took me and I told the nurse that I got jumped. I didn't even say he did it. And then when I left the hospital with him, I told him, listen, you either have to leave or I have to leave because these kids can't see me here with you and you did this. And he chose not to leave. So I picked up my bags and I left with what I had. And guess what? I didn't have a car. I didn't have nothing but some clothes. And now I have a house. I have 2 cars, and I'm chilling because I had to take that leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? And I had to take losses before I got the wins.
You had to
Got
burn all those bridges so you can't turn
Yeah.
back.
And
No,
it was
I get
hard.
it.
It
No,
Yeah,
was hard.
not
it's super hard. It's
the
super
But
hard.
I don't want this to be hard for another woman or another male because believe it or not, domestic violence is not just going on with women. Don't think that men are being
That's a fact.
abused.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to get out there, and I want, because a lot of men suffer in silence, domestic violence. They suffer in silence because they're taught, and they're raised to be men and be strong and not show emotion. So a lot of men suffer in silence. So I want to break that. I want to start, mental health is very important. So when we got domestic violence, we got mental health, all of that is important. And I want to start trying to help people, because I didn't have that help, but I was strong minded, so I was able to get past certain things. But you could find a girl like me at that age, and I was only in my 20s at that time, and she might be so distraught by the whole situation, she might go commit suicide. You understand? But if she has
Right.
a person like me that already experienced this, I'm talking from the heart, because I've experienced this. I'm not a counselor that went to school, got a degree, and came and want to have a conversation with you. I'm a woman that been through domestic violence, and I fought through it. I took my kids out of it. I moved to another state by myself, and I made it happen. I got a job. I didn't look for sympathy, but I needed love, and I didn't have it. So that's what on the domestic run is going to do. It's going to give love.
Now,
You know,
salute to you, because a lot of people don't have that courage to get away. Like, and I'm talking about somebody who's been, not me personally been through it, but I had a cousin of mine, rest in peace, that had 3 kids, rest in peace, who got murdered by the boyfriend, and it was that kind of situation. You know what I mean? But we didn't know about it because I'm guessing she thought she had it under control, right? And we learn about it when it's too late. You know what I mean? So salute to you for having to understand, like, yo, now's the time. I gotta make a fucking move.
I
You know
do.
what I mean? And having that resilience to get out there and get it, because what you just showed those kids is something that they probably the best gift in their life. When you
yeah,
don't give up and you keep moving, regardless of whatever you are going through, as long as you believe it, you can make it happen. That's what rec is. Reaching everything conceivable. If you think it, you believe it, you can make it happen. But getting to that point of thinking it and believing it is rough and tough as fuck when you're in that situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So salute to you. You
And
know,
you
and
don't
it's
got the resources, you don't got
right.
family. It's hard. Some people stay in situations because they don't have the resources, they don't have family, and it's rough for certain
But
people. But
and on another thing, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but on another thing, coming up how we were raised, and I'm saying it in general because a lot of people I know were raised the same way, where you're taught, yo, man up, don't be telling, don't be da 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 da. And then when you, and again, I'm assuming what happened. You know what I mean? She might have been in that mind state, like, yo, I can't, I could do it. I'm from Brooklyn. I got this. You
I
know what I
got
mean? At some point, you gotta be able to say something to somebody, regardless of whatever you're going through. Stop
yeah,
keeping secrets and shit from the people who are next to you, who truly, dearly love you. They might have told you no for the $20 you wanted to borrow last week, but I guarantee you, if you tell them, yo, son is whipping my ass, or she's doing this to me,
or I
or
ain't got
yo,
nowhere to go.
I ain't got.
Yeah,
I'm sure somebody gonna open and try to reach out. Like, we gotta stop trying to hold back from each
a
other.
closed mouth don't get fed,
Right.
right? And I had a girl
absolutely.
that I had a girl that was seeing what I was doing online, and she had reached out to me. She was being abused, and she needed a plane ticket to get back home to her original home. I did that. I sent her it. I didn't, because I wanted her to get away from it. Speak. You never know who's willing to help you. And I'm the type of person that if I have it, I'm gonna get you out that danger. You understand
That's a
me?
fact.
Or I'm gonna raise the money. I'm gonna put a GoFundMe for you or something, even if I don't have it. Or I'm gonna go to my sponsors and I'm gonna say, "Hey, listen, I got a girl. Can we raise some money?" And we're gonna get you out that situation. I don't have it all figured out. But I do want to help, and I'm gonna get all the resources. And my goal eventually, right now my goal is to just get things started and getting some counseling and some groups going. I do have an event on I believe it's August 1st. I have an event August 1st for domestic violence, and that mixer is going to be for us to get together, talk. I want people to come out and speak their truth, because a lot of people, they conceal what they're going through. Like you said, they think the person really loved them, and it could be love, because somebody, you thinking the person love you because they buying you food or they helping you pay the bills, and you think that that's love. But someone that attacks you or someone that puts their hands on you in a way that they can hurt you,
Yeah,
that
that's
ain't no
not.
type
Yeah.
of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
no, we got to
We
get you
talk
back.
about that.
No, we need to get you back. Maybe we need to get Bunky in the building. Tea time
yeah,
with Bunky. This first of all, I want to thank you for
opening
blessing
up.
us. Yeah, no, blessing us with the interview. You know, you
Thank
don't do a lot of
you.
interviews.
I don't,
That's
but
super dope. Listen, I know when you do the movie, can we play us? Like,
Oh, as
like,
part in the
no,
movie,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
first
yeah,
interview.
yeah. The first
Yeah.
interview, when you get to the part of the movie where you know when you first coming out and you do your interview, just let me play Rec Boy Shot. That's it. I don't care. You can go get Nori for Chris. You, you can go, yo,
no,
you go
y'all
get Joe Buttons. You can go get Flip. You can go get you
Oh,
get
that's fucked up,
game.
shot.
I'm just saying. I just need to get me. But I truly, you are a blessed soul. Nothing but greatness is gonna happen for you because just everything that you're putting out to the universe, um, without fully even knowing, just your mind state and how you are, where it's a us versus I thing, you
yeah.
know. And I see you active on Facebook. I'm really not on Instagram too much, but I see that if you know Kenzo Kings share something, then I'm gonna share it, and then I see you're sharing it, and then now I see what you're sharing, then I share that. So I'm so glad that you are the person who we thought you would be, if that
Right.
makes
I
sense.
just want to be a good, a good mother first, and I have been that. My kids, they're grown, they doing their thing. I'm very proud of them. My 11-year-old, she just graduated. She's doing good in school. She's a pain in the butt, but she does good in school. My kids, they could be pain in the butts, but they do good in school. So, and they come from a strong mom, and we went through things. Like I said, I had to move them out. So my kids experience so much, but they see so much strength in one person all the time. So that keeps them strong, and I keep them, and I tell them, it's about being a good person, being a good business person, and just being a good parent, and you're just gonna get blessed automatically. You know what I'm saying? God don't bless mess, but He bless great people that just do things not for the blessing, but it's just because that's in their nature.
What you put out, you get in return.
What you get back? Yes, definitely.
Right. Yeah, and that don't mean you gotta go just giving money to everybody. It's just
No,
how
I
you
don't get.
act.
I
Now
stopped
I'm
doing
just telling.
that. I
I'm
stopped
telling the
doing
people. I'm telling people who tuned in. You know what I mean? Because there's people who tuned in who gonna listen to your story and maybe going through some things that you went through and be able to apply some things you might said tonight, or maybe even hit you up. Who knows? God
Yeah.
willing.
And I'm
You know
looking
what I'm
for
saying?
interns. If you in college, we're looking for interns. If you are, just make sure you contact us at infinity.ent1@gmail.com. So if you out there, you're a videographer, you want to be an assistant, anything that you can contribute to the company, and you a student, come talk to us.
Right.
Get your
Nice, nice,
yeah,
But
get your
nice.
experience.
you know what's dope right now though is that now, unless you got somebody in the background that we don't know, nobody can help you because this is Shad's favorite segment. So I'm gonna let him say his
Oh,
thing.
shoot, this is the what I
Yeah,
was scared of.
yeah. I'm gonna let Shad
Nah, it's
talk
all
his
right.
shit.
It's all right. It's all right. Listen, it's multiple choice. It's called on the rec. All
Okay.
right. This is the recreation part. We're gonna learn some things tonight. We do trivia. 5 questions, 4 multiple choice answers. It's normally relevant. We have some good people in here tonight, so we should have some good help. We got Tea Time, we got Magda, Carlito Smooth, Quay. Listen, everybody, she said she gonna need some help. We were talking earlier. BET Awards just happened.
I was gonna say knowing Shad is BT award question.
No, I mean, why not? This is nice. They said it was a good awards. I watched. How'd you guys feel about it?
Yes, let us know in the comments how y'all felt about that.
How'd you feel about it, Chris? You watched it? You enjoy it?
Now I'm
Harlem?
ready to get this game popping.
Harlem, did you
My
watch the
mind
BT?
is focused on the game.
I did. Kenzo was showing me some performances. It was dope. He showed me, you know, because I was busy, and he was like, "Look," and I was like, "I'm busy," but I seen some performances. It was dope.
Okay.
Great show. They put on a great show.
Maybe he should have showed you some of the winners. So that way, I don't know, Kenzo. Listen, Kenzo, if you watch it, you the man. You the man.
You know what I love? That they brought all the old school back. You know, all that Keisha Cole and everybody that they brought back. A. Marie. You know, I was enjoying that.
Is it me, or am I bugging? But isn't Bow Wow the 2K version of LL Cool J?
Oh my God, he came out. He did his thing.
Didn't it seem like how LL Cool J came back when he was around, 20 years in, 25 years in? I don't know. Maybe it's me. Anyway, we're going to get to these questions. Like I said, Kenzo, I hope you saw who won what, or at least seen it on the next day. First question is...
Oh, they said that she got it in the bag.
Okay. All right. Well,
okay.
Okay, well, listen, she's from Harlem.
That's my team. So, that's my team. So, you know, they're going to say that. But...
Oh, y'all trying to team up on me on some Harlem shit. Okay, I see.
Yeah. Yo, team, help me out, guys. I'm going to be looking.
It's Harlem versus Florida.
Oh, right? I can't even get Brooklyn no more.
You're not from Brooklyn no more. You're not even from Brooklyn no more. All right, let's get into it. First question is... Who won a 2025 BET Award for Album of the Year? A. Doechii, B. Chris Brown, C. Kendrick Lamar, or D. Glorilla?
Oh, that gotta be C.
Oh, you going with C? Kenzo said C. Harlem, you can say C. Vanessa's pretty smart.
C.
You going with C? All right. Shout out to Vanessa. Vanessa, I might got a treat for you if you tune into the whole show. All right, but you got to be watching the whole show.
Yeah, but how you know she was watching before though?
Because I seen her tap in.
Okay.
Stop, nigga. Yo, don't let me do what I do.
You know I be talking about shit. All love, Vanessa. I be talking about shit to everybody and anybody.
You gotta relax. You just gotta relax right now. All right, it's 1-1. You hype.
So, Shot, you gotta tell her what happens if we tie though, because if we tie, it's not good for me.
Yeah, if you tie, it's like dice. She from Harlem. She play dice. You push, you pay. You tie, you lose. You know, pay the roller. Yeah, she know. Push, you pay. She from Harlem. She's not from Florida, nigga. Right?
Fuck out of here.
I'm just saying. Just saying. All right. Next question is. Who won a 2025 BET Award for Best Female R&B Pop Artist? A. Ari Luxon, B. Ari Star, C. Summer Walker, or D. SZA. Shout out to my homie, the one and only CT in the building. You got answers?
I'm gonna go with C. I'm gonna go with Summer Walker.
Kenzo King said D. And
I'm going with Kenzo. I'm going D.
I was gonna say D too because I was thinking that, but let's see.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Harlem, get the money, goddammit. Let's get the money. You rolling the dice. Harlem, you down one. You down one. All right.
Right.
2-1. 2-1. You gotta focus up. We got 3 more questions. All right, let's get to it. Who won a 2025 BET Award for Best Male R&B and Pop Artist? A. Chris Brown, B. Teddy Swims, C. Leon Thomas, or D. The Weeknd?
Oh, you know who that is. You know who that is.
I'm gonna go with.
He's going with A. You going with C?
No, I'm gonna go with D. I'm gonna go with D.
You sure, Harlem? Harlem get the money? Harlem World?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with D.
All right, let's go. Everybody, you want me to read some of these? A.
I'll go
Okay.
ahead.
All right,
I'll
I
go
just let
ahead.
the man know. I don't know. Maybe you didn't see what was popping up on the screen, but hey, let's play it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I didn't really see that. I don't got my glasses, so I ain't see.
All right, it's A, Chris Brown. All right, so check this out, right? It's what is it? 3-2?
Yeah.
2, yeah,
Yep.
3-2, right? All right, let's get it. Let's go. Who were the last hosts of 106 and Park? A, AJ and Free. B, Big Tigger and Jalissa. C, Bow Wow and Keisha Shante. Or D, Terrence J and Roxy. I'm gonna pause it.
It's D. I think
Vanessa
it's D.
said C.
I think it's D too. I'm gonna say D.
Yeah, hold on. Vanessa.
Vanessa
No, I'm
says
gonna say
C.
C. I'm gonna say C. I'm gonna go with C too. I think it was Bow Wow. They was the last ones. I think so.
Vanessa, I mess with you, but I think I'm going D. I'm sticking with D.
All right, let's get it. C and D. Let's go. Magda says C.
Yeah, wrong. Oh,
All right, so right now, check this out.
crazy.
Check
Tied
this out,
up.
right? Yeah, it's tied up. It's tied up. This
That's
is it.
crazy. Yeah.
This is it.
I want to Google. I'm about ready to Google shot.
it.
Oh man.
Go ahead. You can Google
No,
it.
I ain't
You
Googling
still
it.
got one more question. Stop crying, man.
You ain't
Stop
put
crying.
me full
It's not over
screen.
yet.
You
It's
ain't put me full
yeah, but
screen.
it's not even over yet, homie.
Right. Yeah. I still got a shot. My
You
bad.
ready to tap out? RecBoys never
No,
say
I don't
die.
never tap out.
RecBoys never say die. Let me hear
But
you
I'm
say
trying to
it.
figure out
Let
a
me
way
hear you
that
say it.
you cheated.
Hold on. Let me hear you say RecBoys never say die. You ain't gonna say it for me? Ah, nigga, you ruining it, man. I gotta get a new partner or something. I gotta get my own sidekick. I gotta get my own sidekick. I gotta be Batman. I'm gonna let him be Superman so I can get my own Robin. I need a sidekick. This guy don't help me with nothing. All right, listen. One last question. This is for all the chips. Harlem versus Florida. Let's get to it. Who won the BET Award for Best New Artist? A, Leon Thomas. B, Bossman D-Lo. C, Shabuzi. Or D, Teddy Swims. Nigga took the swag. I know, right? Well, look, Vanessa said A.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking B. For some reason.
Bossman D-Lo. He did have a good year. Chris.
Khalid
Smooth
yeah,
said
that's why.
Bossman D-Lo. Vanessa said, hey, Chris, what's up? You think it too hard over there?
I'm going with A. I'm going with Vanessa.
Okay, A and B. Kenzo King said C, Shabuzi.
Oh, shit.
Michael Anthony said A.
He watched it, so he probably know. I'm going.
For the win. Oh,
you let Chris beat you. Harlem. You let Florida beat you, Harlem.
I don't know what's going on. I told y'all this was the nervous part for me, the trivia.
No, it's all right. It's not even. I don't even blame you.
I seen what y'all did to him with the trivia. I was like, oh, Jig,
I think he won. I think he won that night though.
Oh,
no, he might have tied with a win. He tied with a win, but he got to win. He got to win.
Yeah, but his brain was on. He was like, he had to think hard. I was like, damn, I don't want to think that
hard. Listen, that was in good fun. It's okay, Harlem.
I'm not a sore loser.
No, and guess what? You ain't lose to the Bronx. You ain't lose to the BX, so it's all good. Yo, Chris, let us know what you do next. Shout out to Florida.
Yes.
Chris, go ahead, Chris.
So next is my favorite part of the show. This is what we like to call Rec or Rec. This is where we're gonna play a video or two, depending on time, and we get to tell the artist that the video that showed you, and the people tuned in get to say if it's Rec. REC means it's reaching everything conceivable. So we do over here. We strive to reach everything conceivable, and that's everybody. Y'all out there doing the best y'all can do. Y'all reaching everything conceivable. Or if it's a card rack, we not feeling it, and then why we not feeling it? So a little constructive criticism as well, because there's a lot of artists out there got a lot of yes men around them. a lot of friends that be like, yo, that shit is dope. And then you hear me like, that's not that
song
good.
to y'all. Y'all know I have a song too?
Oh,
nah,
I
you should
didn't
have
know.
sent it.
Oh my God, I have a song too.
Send
Not
that,
even
send
my
that.
song. I'm going to send it right now. Kenzo, send my song in. I have a song.
See,
I'm not an artist, but I do have a song. Kenzo King wrote it for me. I just wanted to do a song, so I did it. And
that's dope. You said Kenzo wrote something for you because he owed me a 16 to diss shot. We already spoke about this live on the air. I got the tape.
He got you.
Yeah, I got the tape.
On the spot.
Yeah, I need something because shot. See, I don't rap. I don't rap and shit, right? But Shy be talking a lot of.
So she don't do a song, but she did.
Yeah. But Shy be talking a lot of shit, and since we in the entertainment company, and that's my guy. I love him. Yeah, I love him, so I might as well capitalize on this so we can. I'm gonna give him publishing on the song.
I like the
right.
All right. Well, listen, Chris.
What's your email? What is your email?
Chris,
I send it to him. I send this. I hit you up after this.
Well,
I definitely don't want to say it live and everybody start emailing my personal email. So yeah, I hit you up after this.
Listen, I knew Chris was gonna fumble that and do some more crazy stuff. So guess what? Yeah, no. I had to focus up.
Okay.
But we're gonna get into this, all right? Tap in.
Go.
Rec or Rec. You got visuals, we got eyes. Submit your music videos for our segment, Rec or Rec, in the studio with the RecBoys. Alright? Why? You get your video seen, you get honest feedback, and it premieres on the hottest show on the net. So make sure you send your videos and tap into In the Studio with the RecBoys each and every Wednesday night, 7 p.m., Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. Alright? Tap in.
Yeah, Big HG, nobody bigger than we. Long live KB, on the radar 2025. Gabe, what up, bro? Best duo on the fucking planet, man. I wanna debate that. Whatever. Look. Yo, tri-class, whole gang going on a murder spree. Even my associates bound to get him a first degree. If I plan against solar system, catching Mercury, he got hit. Patting his hips, he did a Jersey beat.
I know you heard of me. Every time I pop out, it's with urgency. Gave niggas loyalty, no junior cheesecake, but they deserted me. Really took that risk. These niggas bitch with uncertainty. Paint this nigga whole strip burgundy.
He took a perk on an empty stomach, made him regurgitate. Let 18 added at 30. Made first 48, never been to a nice neighborhood. Won't see the pearly gates, he'll put you on a T and go viral. He got the Kermit face.
I just want the money. Fame ain't the way for pop. I've been around these rap niggas. All they do is play a lot. Dog, he can't walk cause we sprayed his top. We ain't turn his TV off. We reset his cable box.
Industry flawed and the game is tainted. Just cause that nigga call you broke, God, y'all ain't related. Draymond niggas, all they known for is a flagrant. Comfortable get up, North Face check with the aces.
Got the drink home safe and I'm like, nigga, we made it. I hit the trap with an assortment of flavors. I can't wait to get them off. It's like a nigga with braces. 2K Grand P's. That's how you start your player creation.
My niggas is major, you old dog. I'm picking up payments. I stick to the basics. The struggle really thin in my patience. I know a sniffer did a hit. That nigga still in the matrix. For the bread, nothing sweet. This shit ain't cinnamon raisin.
And I can show you where the pain at. Right there where the rain at. The payments on the Xbox. I had to bring my game back. Now I do shit like really stunting in the Maybach. Fishbowl too. Watch the smile on my face, scrap.
I sacrificed a lot to get here and it all worked. Don't ask me how I feel about them losses. They all hurt. These niggas wanna fall first. Quarter shooters the Converse. Tell them pack them niggas all in the pattern. Starburst.
Before I ever wrote a rap, I was destined to ball first. I thought Brody was a mod, but he good for the hard work. We are the hoodies.com if you looking for our shirts. It's Chirac slang over there, cause it's all merch.
Hey yo, I'm riding with my brothers for revenge.
Oh, it's Ricky time.
Nah, I'm getting petty with his queen.
Yo, it's Nicky time.
Buzzo had them oils in the spot.
No Diddy slime.
Compact fitting in my pockets.
It's like a Digimon.
Ill-advised, we still on a mission to get these riches. Hit bitches in dip positions. Get them wet like a slip and slide.
Quit it forever tripping. Try and collect these digits. Smell the pain in the trap like them my mama business.
I let it rock on these fuckers.
And I'll pop on the suckers.
It's HGTV.
We like the property brothers.
And you gon' die if we find out that you blocking it from us.
Church Street is on even. Album dropped this summer, motherfucker.
Yo, Pop, these niggas forgot, bro. I swear to God they forgot. Look, Church Street on even right now, man. On the radar 2025. We've been on the radar ever since quarantine, nigga.
Right.
Before the lights, before the cameras. We talking quarantine shit on the laptop. Talk your shit, Pop.
We really do this shit, man. From the quarantine to the big stage, we kind of like, we one of the kings of this shit, for real. Like, we put on every trip, you know how it go. HG, Young Pop, E-Class, the best back and forth on the fucking planet. If you disagree, put the bag up, nigga. We chew whoever up. You know what's going on, man. Fuck is you talking about? Unfadable.
Cultural entertainment, sucker.
You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec, and the lovely Harlem Nai in the building. Harlem, what you thought?
Hey, I'm just over here listening. Listening to the music.
Nice. Chris.
Listening to the music.
What you got?
That was the REC for me.
Got you. Good looks in
that
the
was
studio.
a good
Voice. Got you. Those are our guys. E-Class, Pop, Young Pop, the hoodies. Stand the Rain, huh?
It's a year for me. I liked it.
Got you.
I liked it.
Got you.
So what is it? Rec? If you like it, Rec. Okay.
Rec.
Yeah, like his shirt. Yeah, REC. Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Harlem, you're not following the rules, man. You're not now.
No. See, Chris, that's why I jumped in when I jumped in the beginning, because I wanted to know if she would have said, "Nah, I'm not like the typical Harlem girl," nah, then she follows the rules. Harlem girls don't follow rules; they make their own rules, and we're not mad at her because that's why she's shining the way she's shining.
Right.
You know. Listen, I did get something. Is this it? Can we jump into this? I don't know if this is.
Let's get it.
Let's hear it.
Is this it?
Yes.
Nice. You guys tuned in. Let us know what you think. All right.
Harlem.
East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Harlem Nai, let's go.
When I was locked, these bitches showed me they can't stand the rain. Now I put 20 on my pinky, they can't stand the rings. While you hoes are slinging pussy, I was slinging cane. This is shit I dropped on this new foreign, put your man to shame. Ask about me, I could put you on or take you out the game. Big Harlem, make sure it's capital when you talk my name. Saw a lot of you broke hoes taking that walk of shame. I play the bank, you play hotels, bitch, we not the same. I bounce for a check, you bounce to your neck. When we walk up in these rooms, we get a different respect. I can tell how you carry it, you went through neglect. My son 10 times a man in your necks. It's federal.
No, you guys are tuned in. You rocking with this.
That's it.
Listen, we need some fire emojis in the chat. We need some fire emojis for Harlem in the building. Stand the Rain. That's what it's called.
That actually has 2 verses, but he had sent the wrong one. So
okay, no, listen.
Actually 2 verses.
Okay, listen.
It's actually 2 verses to that, but he had sent the wrong one. But that was the first verse. So.
Nah, we need some more fires up in there. She just dropped a song. Like listen. She's not an artist.
No, what's crazy is that I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Shad and I don't never play no MP3s. So for him to do that,
especially on the fly
like that, I mean he fuck with you. You know what I mean? So I mean he sees something in you. So
nah, yo, listen,
yeah, that's
she
kind of dope.
Pop out for everybody. So when she pop out, listen. When a lady young named Harlem pop out for the RecBoys, nigga, you gotta know it's gotta be something special. So, we were gonna make that happen. We need the whole joint, and then we need the video. Like
I'm working on it. Working on it, but as a manager, I try to stay focused on my artists. I'm trying to. We have an EP coming out, so I'm just putting things together for that. We about to do some videos. We about to go on a tour this end of this month, so we can film some stuff. So it's like I really want to focus on the artist, because that's what's more important as a businesswoman, as a manager, is focusing on the project. I did that for fun because I always like to push myself to see what I could do. Like I want to be able to say I did that. I did that, and a lot of things that I did, it wasn't because I want to do it. I just want to try to see if I have it in me.
If you can do it, that's it.
Yeah, and then I do it. And then it'd be like, okay, I did that. What's next? I'm just that type of person. But it's all about my artist Kenzo King. That's and the other artists that we bringing on. It's all about the artist. I don't want to overshine nobody, or this is not what I do. I'm a manager, and that's what I stick to. Always business first.
Nah, yo, listen, we appreciate that, but right now we about Harlem. We about Harlem right now. No, this is your little bit of time out of the
Right.
out of the 72 hours.
Thank you.
The
I
144
appreciate the
hours.
flowers because it is in sometimes like I work so hard that I don't like people celebrate my accomplishments because I don't even celebrate accomplishments. I don't never see accomplishment, and it'd be crazy because I talk to people and people be like, "Yo, Harlem, I love what you're doing, yo," and then there be people that want to work with me and stuff, and then I be saying to myself, like, I don't see it because I'm just working. I don't see it as, oh, this is a big thing or nothing. And people will be like, yo, Harlem, that was big. Yo, I like what you did or whatever. And I just don't see it as that. I just keep going. I just keep working. So for me to have a moment and, embrace the moment of me, being a hard worker and you guys embracing Harlem Nai and my brand, I appreciate that.
No,
Li-
listen,
Listen, time
you.
time is the one thing you're never gonna get back. So make sure you stop and whatever you're doing and take that time to congratulate yourself or accept the congratulations that people are giving you. You know what I mean? Because when we out there chasing, we don't take those moments sometimes. You know what I mean? And it's important that you take those moments because that's your point to sit there and reflect and know to think about the next move. You know what I mean? And keep moving forward. But thank you for taking the time to chop it up with us. You know what I mean? Anytime you
Thank
want to
you
come
for
back on,
inviting me. I appreciate
yeah.
you guys. Like
I
I
hope
said, I
you have
don't be
fun.
doing no podcast, but I really mess with you guys. I love what you're doing. I love your consistency. I love your show when I'm on there. I love the trivia, even though I was running from it, but I love it because it's something that y'all put in there. It's a segment to have fun, to laugh. It's not just it's all, and laughter is very important. It
Right.
keeps you youthful. I'm 41 years old. People, I go out with my daughter and they be like, that's your friend, that's your sister. So it's because I like to laugh. I got my following from being funny on Facebook and just making jokes. So always continue to laugh, always continue to no matter what you're going through, always laugh, smile, and just fight through whatever you're going through. That's my advice I got to the people, because a lot of people suffer in silence, but you don't have to. There's people out there such as myself that you can reach out to, and just always stay strong no matter what. I know sometimes it get hard for people, it get hard for me, but you just got to stay strong, focus.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick, let everybody know where they can tap into you at, what you got going on, your foundation, the podcast, and the show in August. Shine a light on them. Let's go.
All right. So my name is Harlem Nai, as you guys know, and I own Infinity Entertainment. So for this month, we have, well, for July, no, starting in July. Well, this month we have June 19th. We have a party for Nino, so I'm having a party June 19th in Eastern Pennsylvania. Then I'm having a cookout for 4th of July. It's a free cookout. Everybody could come. Bring your kids. Come out. Enjoy the day. Bring your grills. There's grills there. You want to bring some food? Throw it on the grill. Come out. Enjoy the day. July 26th and 27th, we doing Fusion Fest out in Eastern PA. We looking for artists of all genres. It don't it can be, you can be doing R&B, if you're a comedian, if you're a dance crew, anything, just come out and support. That's July 26th and 27th, Fusion Fest in Eastern Pennsylvania. The flyers will be up and down my page. Y'all see it because my whole team is promoting, so you guys will see it if you guys follow me. Also, you guys will see a little bit of me and Kenzo on tour at the end of this month. So that's about it. We just keep working and working. And my schedule is always up online. Everything that we doing, my team is pretty much on everything. Even if I'm not promoting, they tagging me, they promoting. So, and one thing I want to say, shout out to my team. Shout out to everybody that put in the work and do what they gotta do and see the bigger picture, and always continue to stay tunnel vision to what's going on. And you know, I just want to grow and build with you guys, and we're gonna go where we gotta go, because you know, we're gonna stay consistent, and we're gonna focus on the main thing, and the main thing is building together an empire. Trust me.
Nice. Yo, listen, we appreciate having you, and me and Chris were just having this conversation the other day, and it's very hard to find people to help fill up the people that pour into so many different people. And hopefully we were able to help pour into you, because we know you give so much. So hopefully we were able to pour into you and give you your flowers, make you laugh, make you enjoy, you know, what you do, being here, you know, Infinity Entertainment, you know, it's to the moon and beyond, you know.
Yes. I appreciate you guys so much
Yo,
for considering
listen,
me.
whether you
I
know
know
it or
y'all be
not.
having just anybody on y'all show, so thank you for having
Right.
me.
Oh, no. That,
we
that
screen,
don't work.
we screen everybody.
It's
But
protocol.
whether you know it or not, y'all out there catching wreck, man. Y'all out there believing in yourselves, and y'all reaching everything that you thinking you can. So salute to y'all. You know what I mean? But thank you for the time. You know what I mean? Willing to come on the show. And again, hit us up anytime you want to come on.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for having me. Shout out Infinity. We going up, y'all. Love y'all.
Peace. Nice. Dope show, homie. Vanessa tuned in all show. That was super dope. I did have a surprise. Let me see if I got something for Vanessa. I was just going through some music, and I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can get something there. Something that I put together. Vanessa. So what's up, man? How you feel about the show, man? What's up?
Nah, dope show, man. She just to allude to what we were talking about a little bit earlier, man. We got to be able to say something to somebody. Like,
no, absolutely, yeah.
Speak up. Go to that there. Like, yo, listen. When y'all hear like, yo, people talking to therapists is crazy and all that, it's not. I speak to a fucking therapist. If not, I might do something fucking stupid. You know what I mean? If I didn't have that outlet to be able to release some of the shit, you know what I mean, or tell people about some of the past that might be haunting me, like, because that shit is real too. That remorse shit and all that shit. There's a lot of feelings that are involved. You know what I mean? That we hold in and all that shit. Just be able to speak to somebody. Find somebody you could trust. Sometimes the stranger is the best one. Somebody that you don't fucking know. That you can just say, blah, 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 you're never gonna see him again. You got it out. Just you getting it out, bro. You saying in the room by yourself means a lot. You know what I mean? But I definitely want to say with this, man, we got to stop waiting for the perfect moment. There's no perfect moment in nothing you're gonna do. Nothing. I need y'all to really think about that. Think about anything you did or anything you was trying to do where everything went perfect and it just worked for you every single fucking time. Think about that.
Yeah.
Believe in your fucking self. Stop looking for everybody next to you. Make those motherfuckers a believer.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna fucking save you. Get up. Have the strength and the power in your motherfucking self to get out there and go get it. Once they see you going to do it, guess what? It's fucked up, but this is the facts. That's when help's gonna come.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but it's the facts.
Yeah.
Stop waiting, people. And if you have the people around you who you could lean on and get help or speak to or do whatever, reach out to them. We in 2025. There's a lot of shit out here that we could be taking advantage of. Better yet, there's a lot of, I shouldn't say take advantage of, resources that we could use, tools for our tool bag of fucking life.
Nah, that's all solid points, especially it being Men's Mental Health Month, you know, along with the Pride Month, and you know, we got the whole bunch of other stuff going on. But yo, fellas, and we know a majority of our viewers are fellas, work on the mental health. That doesn't mean you got to see a therapist. And if you see a therapist, that doesn't mean there's nothing wrong with seeing it. There's something wrong with seeing a therapist. Talk to somebody. Talk. We got to get out of this stigma. It's probably, I want to say our generation probably was the last generation of where we were really like, you know, man up. Don't talk about your feelings. You know, I know I nurtured my sons, you know, and I know you nurtured, you know, CJ, and you know what I'm saying? So it's all love. But I do have a little surprise, but we're gonna end the show with it just in case they try to clip us. You know, shout out to Vanessa. Vanessa's my peoples. Listen, Shout out to the Fallsburg athletes, senior athletes. They all signed their letters of commitment this past week. My son was also one of them. So shout out to all of them. Shout out to the 4x4. Well, all their sprinting relay teams. They all qualified for the nationals. So I will be heading down to North Carolina soon for that race. Shout out to all the seniors. Shout out to all the seniors that are graduating. Shout out to the parents that did whatever they had to do to make sure that their kid graduated, being that support. Shout out, any birthday wishes? I see Rashida just had a birthday, right? Shout out to Rashida.
Yeah. Real quick, let's go back to the kid. Let's go back to the kids. We got the child. I don't want to. Let's do the thing next week. The song next week at the beginning of the show. Just time wise.
Yeah. Got you.
But real quick, check in the Studio with the RecBoys page and go out there and support these kids, man. Whether you support the Forsberg Comets or any kids in your community, get out there and support them, man. These kids could be doing a lot worse. They could be out there in the street robbing you, trying to kill you. $10, $5 for them to go to nationals out there in North Carolina is a big fucking deal and a big belief in them. Get out there and support them. We're going to put the link on the page. We already did, but we're going to put it back. You know what I mean? Go out there and support these kids, man. $1, 50 cents, whatever.
Anything
share
helps. Yeah.
A share means a lot. You know what I mean?
Real talk. Yo, listen, that is our time this week. Vanessa, I got you. We had to get the kids in there. Like I said, shout out to everybody. We love you guys. Shout out to Harlem Nai in the building. She killed it. She doesn't do interviews, but she was in the studio with yours truly, the RecBoys. So shout out to Infinite Entertainment for allowing us to have her on the show. Listen, she has a organization, and it's on a domestic run. If you know anybody that may be dealing with domestic violence, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, tap into her. She'll set you in the right direction. This is a serious thing. You know what I'm saying? It's let's get our people some help if they need it, and don't be scared to ask for it. All right? We love you guys. Be good, and we are out. All right? Deuces to next week.